What is going on, guys? We are back from the DSP video. My god, the meltdowns continue. DSP is so desperate not to be seen as a joke, he takes it even further. First the bubbles, now the gunners, the hats, the vests, they're all gone. Ban, gone, forever. Of course, Phil is having a midlife crisis, but according to him, it's impossible. I still can't believe he said that. Impossible. So what Big Brain Burnell doesn't understand is that a person that has a midlife crisis doesn't know they're having a midlife crisis. Almost like a crazy person doesn't know they're crazy, because if they were self-aware that they were crazy, they would actually be sane. Because he's looking back and realizing he has nothing, he's getting older, people hate him, he's a joke, the June documentary's coming out soon, and he's doing all this damage control, trying to rewrite history. That's what he's doing with his throwback channel, remastering his old footage, cutting out jokes, so he can tell people how it used to be, and there'd be no evidence of it. But first, we have this from Snor Hogan. So DSP has said in the past he doesn't comment on other people's videos or whatnot, even though he does. However, we got a random DSP comment on someone else's video, and not only that, he's given them advice. So we have this from Twin Paranormal, which is, I believe, a ghost hunting channel. We hope you enjoyed this week's episode. Lots of you had told us that you didn't know we posted and the video hasn't popped up. Unfortunately, we tried to talk to YouTube about it, but all we got was a response from an AI robot. Now, what kind of advice could DSP give to them because there's some issue with YouTube and their video's not popping up? Of course, with DSP, everything comes down to money. Longtime YouTuber here, I wanted to help you guys. This happens to everyone who eventually is not in the algorithm. And I saw a huge loss last year with no explanation. But remember, he said all his views were up from last year. He said everything was good, he was in a good spot. But now the truth comes out. You have a dedicated fan base. Try live streaming your episode premieres to get members and super chats. Of course, it's all about money, 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 money. Then we get to the pre-stream. And the first thing DSP rants about is the thing he ranted about yesterday at the start, is the Microsoft automatic updates. We have David Davidson. We are still complaining about Microsoft automatic updates and thinks people should sue Microsoft for these updates. Calm down there, Grandpa. It's not that big of a deal. Then we have JG Win. Nothing like ensuring your computer has all these security updates. Also, he could schedule it to happen on his day off or after he finishes a stream day. The definition of first world problems. He literally had weeks to do it before a time update. Then he went on to explain how his views were down last year, despite last year saying they were up. From Poem Josh. Psst, you wanna know what happened? That's when YouTube started cracking down on fake engagement.
Halfway through last year, all of a sudden this channel nosedived in views. Out of nowhere. It goes bloop. It's like, wait, what? Why all of a sudden was there a giant drop off in views? I don't know. The funny part is, I didn't lose revenue. How is it that I had a huge drop? It was like a third of my views went away. You know, it used to be every video I uploaded here got about 1,000 views. Not that that's a lot, but now the videos I upload get 300 to 400 views. Where did the viewers go? I don't know, but I make the same ad revenue and I get the same income on stream, so it doesn't matter. Like, it hasn't affected my business in any way. So it's weird. Where did the fucking views go? Because they probably changed the algorithm again. So now I don't get any recommended views or anything, so people don't naturally watch the stuff. It's like...
I just want to point out about halfway through last year was the release of Street Fighter 6. So you have Game Cucker wailing out. And right before that, you also had Jinx, aka Ryan, also wailing out trying to get the second vest streak going. That's why your revenue was basically the same, Phil. Then we have these words from Dickstroke and Phil Vlogs. I know Phil isn't the most mentally stable of people, but these last 3 pre-streams have been next level unhinged. Something is up. This isn't just DSP being mad at a stream. It can't be. He's fucking losing it. Yeah, it's gotta be something behind the scenes, with his wife, maybe taxes, maybe some financial burden that he has taken on, maybe credit cards and loans in his wife's name. Could be him realizing how much of a joke he is online. And with the June documentary coming out, it's only make things worse. And then the topic of the bubble blows came up and why they stopped doing them. Even though Phil asked for engagement, he asked for likes. And Phil says the trolls got people to like the stream to 100 likes to annoy Phil to do the bubble blow, then change the likes to dislike afterwards. Ladies and gentlemen, it happened. I've been saying this for about a year and a half now. He's eventually gonna drop the hat, the gunners, the vest, and just say, give me money, give me money. Well, today, it has happened. Kinda sav. Say goodbye to the gunner glasses, hat, and vest goals. Say hello to the office decor goal. No, this isn't a joke. Then we have David who explains, Phil was told by a fan to bring out his old collectibles on stream instead of wearing a hat or vest as tip goal incentive. He says he still has some knickknacks and statues. I thought these were sold during the bankruptcy. Surely we weren't hiding assets now. Then DSP himself is now going to explain exactly how this is going to work. The whole premise is, give me $150, I'll get some crap from my closet, put it in the background, thanks for the money, dummy. Poem Josh, reminder, this guy was screaming at people not 2 days ago that he's tired of not being taken seriously.
Bengineer says the props are small, we can barely see them when your webcam is on the corner. Yeah, but here's the thing. Let's say, for example, we hit the $150 tips goal. And people say, we really want the Wolverine action figure. I say, it's Wolverine time! And I'll get an animation that's like the Wolverine figure dancing, right? And I'll go in the closet, we'll bring it out, Wolverine, Wolverine. You know, we'll do a stupid little thing. Say, Wolverine's here.
And it's amazing how much the vest streak has ruined DSP. His mind is absolutely gone more than it was before. He thinks he can force these gimmicks onto people. I'll give you a spoiler right now. It didn't work out too well for him today. Poem Josh, DSP wants to drop wearing things and change the reward tiers to changing what toys he has behind him for $50, $100, and $150. As always, a fan suggested it. Then we have this from Dick Stroke and Phil Vlogs. Breaking. DSP is introducing a swag goal for tips. When he hits $150, he will pull out toys from the closet and show them on stream. Pull out the shotgun, Phil. And then DSP went on to try to sell the idea and get people pumped up, get them excited for it. Now the pity part of trying to sell people on his new idea. Sometimes I want to wear my gunners because my eyes hurt or whatever, but I can't just put them on because they are rewards. And that being said, has a theory on this. I think it's actually an attempt to drop the silly stuff since June will absolutely bring it up during the doc. Again, he is preloading the coming debunk stream. Dick Stroke and Phil Vlogs. Pig explaining the tips reward and reminiscing about the vest streak. Just kill me. The vest streak goal at least gave him some money to support his family. Bubbles gave him nothing. Then we have a quote from DSP. Imagine if every day we were hitting the hat and vest goal. And then we got a picture of Steve Harvey laughing like a crazy man. Now, we've heard DSP hype it up. How did the fans, his viewers, feel about this? We got Phil Collins. Chad is not digging DSP's goal idea. He needs that money, he really does, to pay his bills. Mr. Ludacris adds on to that. Can't wait for a few days down the line when he starts saying, you guys asked for this. We got Jade, not that Jade. You can't even see the stuff when you game. Dress like a gay guy for tips for Pride Month from Lizard. We got Logic. Be careful though, you know how the trolls are. Robbie. Swag. What are we in 2012, LOL? We got Lord. He used to not do tiered rewards at all, and everything was fine. We got Hands. Personally, I do not like any form of gimmicks. If people want to support it, then they just should. Don Finucci. Please stop. Big Papa Phil, one of the biggest simps out there. Yeah, we can't see the decorations when you're gaming. We got Dookie. Yes! We got Banana Hammock. We can't know what's better. We can't see in your house. Master Meatball. Cringe. Big Papa Phil, attire we can see all the time. Don Finucci, are you trolling us? My Ruin, one of the bigger simps. No more gimmicks like before would be better. We got Super Boss. Jesus Christ, how does he think this is a good idea? Avarice. Oh no, this isn't looking good for us. Steven, I thought it wasn't supposed to interrupt the flow though. This sounds like the opposite. We got Piss Lord. Is this a troll's idea? It's really bad. Maddie, not gonna lie, I'm not sure about this. Master Meatball. That's a bit childish, don't you think? Reminds me of other streamers. Kermit, this idea will flop. Don Fanucci, this is the most gimmick thing you could do. Super, I don't think that's a good idea. Satellite, we prefer the platinum vest. Big Papa Phil, attire is better. I want different attire. Internet Tenchi, this is like for kids. JB's spooky review, super cringe idea. Jenny, the word swag is so cringe now. Then we have Philip, who gives a $2 super chat. This is a terrible idea, sounds childish, lol. Then after everything he just said, everything he just went through, and I quote, he says, I'm glad I don't care about ad revenue. And Poems Josh adds on to that. Philip, you've had hour-long panic segments about ad money. I know what you're trying to do is instill how important stream tips are by saying this. But if you're going to say something like this, you can't have the history you do. Then he adds on to that. All this to keep justifying having a fucking leaderboard on his streams. You've been doing this for 15 years, bud. 16 now. You're still doing these beginner steps, almost like he's on level 1. To me, he's still in the tutorial. But then again, some people say he's still pre-ordering it. So the question is, will this work now? Will he get his money? Will the tier system work now with the hats, the gunners, the vests all gone? And now you get to see the crap that's in his closet. Even though this man, and I use that word loosely, did 3 streams of him cleaning out his closet that you had to pay him to do. So guess what? For the pre-stream, the very first segment announcing this, he got a total of $0. That is right, not even one pity dollar. And because of that, after the pre-stream ended, we got this bag from DSP.
Okay, guys, I'm just going to go on a brief break to use the restroom. Thank you for a great show. Remember, today, my goal is to hit 50 bucks in tips. We have 0. So if you support the stream with tips today, that would be very helpful and I would appreciate that, okay? All right, I'll be right back.
Then he decided to play Crow Country, which is an indie game. And guess what? After the whole Hades 2 indie marathon, he said he's rage quitting indie games because no one supports them. So he decided to boot this up. How many times, old man, we gotta teach you this lesson? Because at first I thought, okay, the only reason he's playing this is because he's got a whale lined up. But no, it's Phil throwing shit at the wall and seeing what sticks. You got Evil AJ. I wonder what Phil is up to. Oh.
Right? We don't know the time to set yet. We have to find the time to set. Maybe we set it the same as this one? What just happened? My PlayStation just turned off. Why did my PlayStation just turn off? That's not good. My PS5 just turned off. Did anything else turn off over there? Or just the PS5? Let's find out. I don't know what just happened. We're about to experiment and find out. This is a live thing, guys. I don't know what's going on. Here's what I'll do.
Then Evil AJ has a theory. My only guess is that the gay station was overheating, which usually results in shutdown on computers in general. Then we have It in Honor Place. DSP's PS5 looks to be overheating, stops recording to investigate, comes back after powering it back on, and says he's enjoying the game outside of only having $20 out of the $50 goal. Yeah, he actually said that. I can't wait to. Guys, you need to buy me a new PS5? And not just a regular one, I want the Pro one. Plus also give me a PC, give me a ROG Ally, give me a Steam Deck, just give me all your money. And we have this from Duty. DSP PS5 Red Alert had nothing to do with low support.
Here's what I'll do. I'll split the part. Hopefully my PS5 did not just die. That would be really bad because, yeah, I have all my games on there and everything. I'll stop recording. I'll investigate and I'll come back and let everyone know. All right. Yeah, guys, I legit have no idea what just happened. My PS5 appears to be off completely. That's not good. The TV still works. So there has to be power over there. Let me go investigate and take a look. I have no idea. I legitimately have no idea. It was off and I turned it on. I made sure all the cords are tight into the power thing over there. I have no idea why my PS5 just turned off. I'm completely stumped by what happened. I've never seen that happen before. Exactly, Alan Wake flashbacks. Exactly right. I have no clue. If it happens again, it's overheating. I mean, you're right. If it turns itself off again, the console must be overheating. Don't ask me how I solved that. I'm not even playing a graphically intensive game, so how could it be overheating? Right? And I don't know what I'm going to do if it does. I don't know what just caused that. No, it's not covered in wires. It's actually in an open area, open air. There's nothing around it. It gets good ventilation where it is. I purposefully have my two, new gen consoles on the bottom of my entertainment center with all the space around them so they get good ventilation. So I have no clue what would have caused that to happen. That's the first time.
I think I know exactly what happened, Phil. The PS5 is what, 7 years, 6 years, 7 years old? And you never turn your electronics off. So for the majority of that 6 or 7 years, you've never restarted, you've never shut down, you've kept it on over and over. Guess what happens to electronics when you do that, Phil? Big Brain Burnell in action there. Then it looks like even Jade doesn't like the game. He says, "I don't like this, look too old to me." And Avarice, "Please be more positive, Jade." Then it kept going, low support. Imagine that. People don't want to pay for you to bring shit out of your closet. Here comes the last minute pity play for support. He knew this would happen. People don't want to watch old looking games. Yet he keeps doing it over and over. Remember the definition of insanity. And amazingly, because of Anonymous, he got $15 from them, and he got $5 from Adam. But that wasn't enough. Poems Josh, the whale bail signal has been sent. Take your bets on which account will show with the $30.
Guys, $21 in tips with about 40 minutes to go on this stream. Okay.
Hey, so he had $0 in the pre-stream. He's at $21 for Crow Country. So OIC bailed him out, right? I mean, he has to. That's his boyfriend. Or did he? Well, he stayed at $21. It doesn't show the full amount here for the tips here. That's just the top tippers. Because he kept doing it in $5 amounts. But at the end, I'll show you exactly who tipped today. He got basically, I think, $16 from Anonymous and $5 from Adam. And then we get to the night stream. And it's Hades 2, the game he ranted about and had a Scorn 2.0 meltdown during. And this didn't disappoint, as we got a meltdown right away as well. Gout, we get an unhinged segment before gameplay about dropping games and support. So we have Jay Dennis in the chat here. I don't know why you keep dropping games these days when you feel isn't doing well. Kinda hard to be invested in a playthrough when you don't know if it's going to be played to the end or not. Now the question is, how did DSP respond to this? Because he's a very level-headed, very calm individual. Well, let's see how he responded to this.
If we could hit that tonight. Jay Dennis, I swear to God, if you continue to speak like you're speaking to me right now, I'm just going to kick your ass right out of the chat. Really. I'm tired of people telling me that no matter what I do, I'm doing the wrong thing. He's saying, "Why are you dropping so many games?" People are literally telling me my problem is that I play too many games that people don't want, and I've been sticking with them and not moving on to other games that people want. So I played Hades for this is the third stream. People are telling me it's boring, don't play it. It's not catching on, they don't want it. Okay, this is going to be the last stream of it. Why are you dropping games? Because I'm not a fucking moron, okay? How about that? Because I'm not a fucking moron. If you come to the stream and you bring people to watch and they support and they engage and we have a good time, I'll continue to play the games. If I play a game and it doesn't catch on and it's not doing well, I'm not going to continue to just play it. I can't just play whatever I want because this is both a business as well as a hobby. I have to do what people are going to come here to watch, or else I could just play it offline myself, correct? It's that simple. I'm lashing out at you because you're being an asshole. You literally are saying that I'm dropping tons of games. No, I'm not dropping tons of games. In fact, Not playing through games is something new that I started doing this year as people gave me feedback not to. I just got complaints, so many complaints. Why did you play an insanely long playthrough of Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth? Why did you play an insanely long playthrough of Baldur's Gate 3? People don't want those games. You're taking up all the space from other games, right? So then I start Final Fantasy VII. People tell me within 20 hours they don't want it anymore. I dropped it. Oh, you did the wrong thing. No, you told me to fucking do that. So I'm tired of being told both ways, and then everyone's upset with me. So how about this? If you don't like it, fuck off. That's all I'm going to say from now on. You don't like it? Fuck off. Come back when I'm playing something you want, or just leave and don't come back. I'm tired of the bitching. I'm tired of everyone trying to say it's my fault. I try everything. How many years do people say, get a PC and play these PC games? So I do it, and then I get told I'm doing it wrong. Well, fuck you. I don't care anymore. I really don't. I'm tired of it. You're pissing me off. All right, let's get started. No, not a rough start, just an asshole. Jay Dennis, what you're saying, oh, I'm not being insulting at all. Literally what you're saying is insulting. You literally just said in the chat, erroneously, by the way, that I'm constantly dropping games and it's making it hard to follow. That hasn't happened. I've only dropped games that people aren't watching. I'm not just dropping games left, right, up, and down. If people don't come to a stream, why am I streaming it? Correct? If you have a business and the product you're offering is not being purchased by the customers, why would you continue to make the product? You'd be a moron, right? So the reason I'm not going to continue to play Hades 2 right now, the feedback that I'm getting is this simple. Don't play it now because it's early access. Plus, by the way, it's boring. Do something else. So I'm going to do that because that's the feedback I'm receiving. If this stream had tons of viewers showing up and engaging and having a good time, I wouldn't drop it. It's cause and effect. It's common sense. Sadly, I guess a lot of people don't fucking have it anymore. And I've had it with people saying dumb shit like this. Like, how can you not understand that what you just said is so dumb? Not really. Didn't I outright say I want to keep playing Hades 2? I love it, but I can't? So why would you say that in the chat? Don't you realize that that's going to fucking piss me off and upset me? Because I'm already upset that I can't play the game I want to play because people aren't showing up, right? So just chill, man. Chill with that shit.
Now, Phil, I'm not a mature adult with a business degree, but let me give you some advice. When your viewership is down, your support is down, and people don't want to come to your streams, the last thing you should tell them is get the fuck out, come back when I'm playing something you like, don't attend the streams, fuck you. That's probably not the best idea, Phil. Now we have Otter, splits the part, begs for $50, goes to blow his nose, comes back, tells people he's playing this because you asked for it, and begs again for support. Starts the stream and begs for support. And we got Duty, Phil wage quits and sends Hades 2 to hell.
And there's like 3 people paying attention to the game. Game Tracker and like you, Bloomkit, and maybe like 1 or 2 others. Everyone else is just talking about whatever, you know. I know. Game Tracker says, damn, unfortunate it's this run. Maybe there'll be some time when you can finish the run sometimes. Major updates tend to force restarting a run. We'll see, but again, I can't have streams like literally Game Tracker. Look, you're the only person who supported the entire stream tonight. It was you, 1 super chat from Bloomkit, 1 super chat from Juicy Boots. That was it, you know. This is how it was last time, too. Basically, if Game Tracker wasn't coming by, these would be disaster nights. You know what I mean? I don't know what else to say. It sucks. I wish that more people were supporting. And when I asked directly, why are people not showing up and supporting Hades? Here's what I was told. Because it's early access. And people don't want to spoil early access. They want to wait for the game to fully be out. So they're not going to watch my playthrough. They're not going to play the game themselves. They just want to wait. And they actually advised me to basically not. Like, just, you know. You know what I'm saying? So, no, the blimp, I know you were the $5 tip, dude. I know. You know what I'm saying. You understand what I'm saying, right? Thank you to the blimp. But yeah, listen, I love this game. But I have to make the right decisions. I have to find games that people are going to want to watch. It's obvious this is one that people don't want to watch right now for various reasons. Except for a very small crowd. So, what's also disappointing is I listened directly to feedback. So I'm playing Crow Country, and that also this morning, everyone just, oh, this looks like an old PS1 game. I was like, yeah, that's the point. It's supposed to be a throwback retro game that looks like a classic survival horror game, and everyone crapped on it. Oh, this looks like crap. I don't like this. Then why was I asked for it? I just, I don't get it anymore. You know, listen, I like these indie games. I'm having fun with them, but there really isn't much of an audience around my viewer base for them. Let's be honest. You know, it sucks. It really does. I want to play more. I would like to play more indie games. That's the whole point of me having this mini PC, is to play more indie games, but they're not working, right? We have to somehow build up a consistent viewer base for this style of gaming. Right now, I just don't have it. I don't have it for these games. Probably because I just haven't played them for so long. Maybe if people know that I'm going to be playing them, they'll come eventually. But right now...
Then we get to the daily wrap, and this is how he titles it. Crow Country and Hades 2 are great, so why the indies dislike the daily wrap? And Phil looks like he's drunk off his ass. Weekend at Bernie style dead. We have Meerkat. Post 1 Minute Man era depression is Kino, to be honest. Button that little shirt up even higher, you sleazy asshole. Then we get to the actual daily wrap. My god, are you ready for a roller coaster? Gout Gout. DSP Unhinged calls out chat yet again. More begging, about to drop all indie games.
Why did we play Crow Country? Because you guys recommended it, told me all about it, said it was right up my alley, said it was a game that people would really enjoy watching me play, because it emulates kind of like a PS1 survival horror experience, like Resident Evil or Silent Hill, and that it was reviewed very highly. I paid for this game, 20 bucks, you know, started playing it today, played it for around 3 hours. I like it. It does play like a classic survival horror, but with quality of life improvements. You can rotate the camera fully. The game runs at 60 frames. The actual combat controls are much better than old survival horror games. But the discovery of the plot is very similar to old survival horror games and well done. So far, I'm really liking it. So I start the stream with a lot of people watching. 1 hour in, everyone's complaining, oh, this game is too boring. I don't like the graphics because it looks like a PS1 game. All right? Yeah, can I be honest? I'm getting pissed now because I only knew about this game and played it because people told me about it and said this would be a great game for you. It's right up your alley of horror, the kind of games you like to see you play. The minute I start playing and people start bitching, it does piss me off because I went out of my way to stop playing multiverses because people said stop playing it, we don't like that, play this instead. I do, and now people are telling me we don't like that either. Do you seem to understand the pattern that I'm getting here? Is that I'm telling you, I like games, I'm enjoying them, the passion is coming through in the gameplay, but we got a group of people who are just negative fucking people who come by and complain about every fucking game that I play now. And it's getting tiring at this point. It is. Where were the people who wanted this game? It started off with good viewership. By the end of the stream, again, under 300 viewers. We actually had a good rallying of support during the podcast. As soon as I start playing the game, non-stop complaints. People stop supporting. I'd actually say we did good with super chats today. Tips, we got 20 bucks for the entire premiere stream of a new game. So basically the stream kind of paid itself for the cost of the game, but that's not what I'm looking for. People told me it was reviewed well. Everyone likes this. So where are the people, the positive people who want to see it? Honest question at this point. Okay? Where are they? Or is it more bullshit? Is it more people blowing smoke up my butt about this is a game we want to see you play, but not really. We knew that no one would like Phil playing this because it looks like an old game. You know, this reminds me of Signalis. Signalis I played in early 2023 when there was no other high-profile games out. It did play like a classic survival horror game. Admittedly, with Signalis, there were some things that caused me to rage at the end. I feel like the whole final stage was awful, but some of the game was quite good. And it did feel like a new Resident Evil experience, okay? Signalis also did not do well. Basically, people were complaining by the end, okay? The good news is, Crow Country's only 9 hours long, roughly, and we're 3 hours in. So 2 more streams and it's over, but I am disappointed that this is a game that I'm liking. It is up to speed of what I'm looking for. You would think that would resonate with the audience. What happened? Again, you say, oh, it's you. How could it be me? I'm playing the game, enjoying it. Commentary is good. Everyone's, you know, again, what's going on? I'd love to hear it. I want to know. Because the day before, I did Fallout 4 and Street Fighter, and that was a superb day. Everyone engaged, talking, having fun, viewership decent, support good. Then I have a day of something new, and you want to know the truth? Here's what it is. It's an indie game. Just like tonight, on the late stream, we played Hades 2, an indie game. And guess how that did? Take a wild shot. The reason that we're not even continuing it at this point is it's doing poor. Attendance was weak. Engagement. Half the stream was not looking at or talking about the game. I'd say in the chat there were 4 people talking about the game. I could name on one hand. Game Trekker, The Blimp, Bloom Kit, and maybe one other person were actually talking about the game. Everyone else just disengaged, not paying any attention. Oh, I don't like this game. It's an indie game. Years. People want indie games. Now there's 2 I've played in a week. No one likes them. So where exactly is the love for the indies? Oh, well, you didn't play them when they were new. Hades is literally brand new, and Crow Country is less than a month old. It's bullshit. Okay? A month old. It's bullshit. Okay? I'll be honest with you. I think that there's love for indies within a community that loves indies. My community is not known as that community because most of the time I wasn't a PC gamer, correct? So because I'm not a PC gamer, I'm not going to get that crowd. That crowd has gone to other YouTubers, other streamers, and that's where people go for that. It's cool that people say, oh, I like to watch Phil play everything, but it's not a big crowd. There's people who come by for their certain genres of stuff they like. Right now, the fighting game crowd is a good one. The Fallout crowd is a good one. You know, coming up, games like Elden Ring, that crowd's coming back. That's going to be excellent, right? But those are all big mainstream games. These indie games are not cutting it. So all these years that I avoided indie games probably was in my best interests. It doesn't seem like my audience sadly likes them that much, even though I do. Like, I'm playing them and actually enjoying them. Like, wow, I would play more. I would have more in the rotation, but they're not doing well. I've been outright told, stop playing Hades 2. So tonight, FYI, great stream of Hades 2. We were using the torches, the new weapon. It turns the game almost into a shoot 'em up. Super fun. It's interesting. I did die a couple times, but my third run, I was doing really well, and I actually got through the whole first 2 stages. Was going to take on the third, but I ran out of time because I got to do this patron video, so I had no opportunity to continue that run. And people were disappointed. Oh, man, I wish you could continue. I know. But guess what? Guess how the support was tonight, right? 1 big tip, 1 small tip, 2 small super chats. That's it. And attendance, low. Not good attendance. In fact, there was like 100 people there trolling just because they knew that no one has been really attending in droves my indie game streams, so they showed up to basically derail the stream and be dicks about it, you know? So, yeah, today was a day of 2 indie games, great gameplay, great commentary, and me enjoying it. I hope it comes through in the videos, and complete and utter lack of interest from my audience. So, it's this simple. I'm gonna be honest now. I'm probably not going to play indie games that much. I don't see the point. The whole idea of the mini PC was to give me access to these games. Now that I'm trying them all, no one cares. So I don't know what to tell you. I have to react to what my audience tells me. When every time I play an indie game, oh, it doesn't look good. Oh, I hate those pixelated old graphics. Oh, it's too slow paced and blah, blah, blah. That's indie games. That's the point. You know, is that it's not going to be some ginormous high-profile AAA release with a giant budget with all the things you're looking for in those other games. This year, there are no good AAA games. That's the problem. There literally are none. They're all big RPGs that suck, right? Too boring, or games that are underwhelming. If there were good AAA games, I'd be playing them. There haven't been. You know, Elden Ring is the next one. And then we got to go from there. We got to hope that with Summer Game Fest and everything coming up, that actually we're going to have some good games coming out. Because right now, there's literally nothing. I don't know what to tell you. In a year with no good AAA games, there's not much I can do to play good AAA games. All right? So, sorry for those who like the indie games. I'm on the same page as you, and I want to play them. But you saw for today how today went, right? Okay, fair enough. I think that's as transparent and matter of fact as I can be. I love indie games, and I can't play them because people don't show up and support them. Okay? So, Crow Country will continue. It's a short enough game. It just sucks that it seems like the next 2 streams aren't going to do very well. Maybe I'm wrong and there'll be a turnaround, but I'm not feeling so positive about it because now it seems like every indie game is now behaving the same. Hades 2, great run tonight, but that's it for now. It will come back in the future. I promise you that because I like the game. Whether it's when the game is full access or not, I don't know. But I don't want to just drop the game. I'm really enjoying it. I actually had a really great run. I'm learning, I'm getting better, I'm, earning upgrades and things. Story's getting good. I want to continue. So that will continue in the future, okay?
Man, what a crazy ride that was. God damn. 3 days in a row, he's lost his damn mind. 3 days in a row, low support. So you know what that means, though. Because DSP has this 3-day pattern. He'll have 3 days of low support, and then he'll get wailed out on his 4th one. So expect him today to get wailed out. Unless the pattern is broken. So we look at the EOD, the end of day. Pre-stream, $0. Crow Country, $21. $16 come from Anonymous. $5 from Adam. Hades, $35. with $30 coming from Gamecucker, $5 from the Blimp. So in total, he made $56 for the entire day. So that's basically one Lisa Lou tip plus $6. If he would have worked 8-hour minimum wage shift, $160. That means today, the loss was $104 versus a minimum wage job. My God, where does he go from here as we get closer and closer to the June documentary? And if there's any updates on this, I'll let you guys know. So don't forget to click that like, share the video, leave a comment below, hit subscribe to my other channels on the details of the end cards. And as always, I love each and every one of you. Hope you're all safe, healthy, and happy. Peace and love.